boom, her account was gone. Her account was deleted. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can already see from the title below, you already know what I'm going to talk about. So it's kind of different from what I used to do. So today is story time, and it's such a tragic that it happened to me, and I obviously don't want it to happen to any other person. I was trying to buy this bag that I really wanted, and obviously it was a scam and I lost my money. So let's just get into the video then. Alright, so I'm gonna take you back to 2017. This is when it happened. Back then I was working 2 jobs back to back, so I was earning quite a bit. So I was looking for Gucci Dionysus GG Supreme Mini bag, and I was very specific about the size, the color that I wanted in beige, and obviously it had that suede in it, so it was perfect. So this bag came out as Gucci's 2015 fall and winter collection. Obviously when it's new in the market, it always gets sold out, and especially for the color, the beige tan color that I wanted, it was sold out for a very long time. So again, going back to 2017, I was looking for that bag, and on the end of August, we were going holiday back to Nepal. So I was thinking to get that bag in the airport. You know, you get duty free and everything. So I was looking for it, but then I was going through this Instagram account, and I saw a few of the celebs using this app where they were selling their pre-loved item, and I was really curious about what was that all about. So I downloaded the app, and it's called Depop. I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with it. So it was Depop. Excuse me, I'm not feeling a bit well. So I was going through this app, and then I thought about, okay, let's just search for that bag, you know, you never know. So I typed in the name, and I could see lots of people were selling this bag. There was a lot of it. And to be honest, you have to be really careful when it comes to online shopping, you know, because you don't want it to be first thing fake, or you don't want to be scam, all this kind of stuff. So I was trying to I had that thing back in my mind that it could happen to anyone, and I was trying to be very careful. So I was looking all the people that were selling it, and at the same time their selling history and how people were commenting. So this girl was selling this bag, and she was selling it for £800 to be exact. By the way, this bag is sold for, I think it's pretty much 1,150 or around that price. She had a lot of picture of that bag, so it looked that it wasn't used that many, you know, like it looked new to me. And obviously she had all the pictures, serial numbers, the authenticity card, and everything was placed there. So I was like, okay, I was kind of sold out by then. And also because I wanted that bag so badly, and I was starting to imagining with that bag, you know, like I was walking around the street with that bag carrying around and flaunting it. Oh my god. When your head wants something, you are always looking for a reason for it to come to you. So I thought, I'll just give it a try, you know, you never know. So I contacted the seller. I got the reply back. I think it was almost around midnight. I started chatting with this person, and I thought I would just, you know, like bargain a little bit. You never know, if you could get like a few more bucks cheaper, then again it's a win-win situation. I asked her that, so you're selling this for this price, would you be able to sell it for a bit cheaper? So she replied me back saying, sure, how much you're looking for? So I was trying to be a bit clever here, and I said like £500. And do you know what she said? She said, okay, 500 sounds good. And I was like, okay, is this real? Did this just happen? And I should have known at that very point that it was a red flag. But again, I wanted that bag so badly that I was blind. I was blind at that very point. And she said okay, and I was like, okay, she's saying okay, what should I do? I started to panic. Like I was like nervous and happy at the same time. I didn't know what to do. And then I woke up my husband, who was in his dreamland, and I asked him,
oh my god, I found this bag that I was trying to buy, and I'm getting it for only £500. Should I get it?
And he was like, you know what, if you want it, just get it. And then he went back to his sleep. That's it. So like when you want something really badly, you're looking for that excuses, like everything seems like it is meant for you. So I felt like it was meant for me because I was looking for that bag. In one go I got it, and it was like I felt it like it was a sign of God for me to get that bag. Anyway, I completely neglected the fact that it was a red flag right there for me, but I went ahead. So I started immediately talking to her about how the payment worked. So I was like literally new in this platform, and I was making this deal with this person that I don't know, and I didn't even know how the payment was working in that. And the person said, you can pay me in any way, but direct debit would be like really, really nice because it's faster, so that once I get the payment I can send it to you. And I was like, okay. And always remember that whenever people is asking for you like a direct debit payment, know that it is not safe to do direct payment at all. And that's the biggest mistake that I did. So I said, okay, let's do this. Then I asked for her bank account and everything. We exchanged everything, and then like I did the transfer. I did the direct debit transfer right there.
Oops.
Okay. Now, as soon as I did that payment, after that, it kind of hit me hard. I felt like, okay, maybe this was a bit dodgy. I shouldn't have reacted that quickly to hold this thing, but I was already so excited that I didn't even wait for a second to think about, to give a thought about it. So that's what happened on that day. So after that, I asked her how long it's gonna take. So she said, I'm gonna go tomorrow and post it to you. It might be delivered to you in around next 2 days, 2 to 3 days, something like that. So I was like, okay, that sounds good. So after 3 days, I didn't get anything. So I texted this girl back and saying that, have you posted, because I haven't got the item. So she said, oh, I'm so sorry, I haven't been able to post you the item because I've been very busy. I'm a nurse, I work full-time, so I haven't been able to post the item. So she will be posting it tomorrow. Now that is already frustrating, I know, right? Slowly my nightmares were coming in, I was feeling it, but what needed to be done was already done, so all I could do was wait for it. Okay, let me just read the text right here. I asked her, have you got tracking number? So she said, hi hon, haven't posted yet, still work, will be off to the post office after work. And the next day I again texted her, hey, did you manage to get the tracking number? And there was no reply at all. And then after next day, she texted me saying, hi hon, sorry, I'm at work and been in the meetings all day, give me 5 minutes, as if like post office was right there. I don't know. After that, she texted me in a few minutes. She said, hi hon, I'll get you tracking when I'm home, sorry, today has been such a nightmare and all this kind of thing. And I said, okay. And then I again texted her after a few minutes, did you manage to get the tracking number? And there was no reply at all. And at this point, I was starting to lose it. But I kept it together. And then, so next day I texted her, can I request my money be refunded if I don't get the bag? So she replied me back saying, hi hon, I don't offer refunds as per my profile, but I'm positive your bag will arrive today. I'm going to send your tracking once I am home from my shift. And I said, that would be great. So all I had to do was wait for it. And then later in the evening, I texted her saying, you there? And then I don't get a reply. And then the next thing that happened was boom, her account was gone. Her account was
deleted from Depop.
And at this point, all I could do was go to my husband and tell what happened. And then he was like, okay, just calm down, nothing has gone wrong, just wait for it, it might come tomorrow, you never know, but you just have to wait, just calm down and see where it goes. So I was like, okay, fine, this sounds good. And so I waited for tomorrow, nothing happened. And this time all I could do was contact Depop. So I contacted Depop team and told them what had happened. Their service was really good. They reached me as soon as I emailed them. So what they told me was if I had done the payment through their app, the Depop app, then they would have refunded me the whole amount. But because I did direct debit, there's nothing they can do about it. So next thing was for me to go to the bank. Me and my husband went to my bank, and obviously I told them what happened. So first thing that I was told was they won't be able to cancel the payment because the payment has been through. And if it had been through the credit card, it would have been like saved. Nothing would have gone. What they told me was because they had the bank detail of that person, they found out that the bank was Barclays Bank. So they contacted Barclays Bank and they told what had happened. So what Barclays Bank did was they freeze the person account. And also bank, they just can't give you all the details of the person that we are looking into because it's confidential, obviously. So all they could do was freeze the account for a month. So they did that. So I thought like something might come out of it, you know. But obviously I was wrong. So after that, the next thing that bank suggested me was to go and contact Action Fraud team. So they are like a team which look after the cybercrime and everything. I went online, gave them all my details and everything, whatever happened. So they contacted me next day telling me that they would be looking at this case. So that's what happened. And after that, the bag didn't arrive. I didn't get my money back. And then few months went by, and I think it was around after like about 6 months, they contacted me back again and told me that they weren't able to catch this person, but that doesn't mean that my case is closed or anything like that. At this point, I was already over it. I wasn't even thinking about it or anything like that because you lost a few money, but it was like £500, like you could earn it. But what really disturbing to me was the fact that I got scammed so easily, and it's just a nightmare for me. And on top of that, okay, let's just add more to this story, okay? So, you know, I told you that we were going back to Nepal for the holiday. We were in the airport and suddenly my husband wasn't anywhere around. I just thought that he would have gone for a washroom. So after a while, I saw my husband coming back and he had something in his hand. And then as he came closer, obviously it was more visible, and then you can easily see it's a Gucci bag. And I already knew what he had in that bag. And I was like, no. I already know what you have in that bag. I don't want to say it. I want you to return it right now, because he was in the airport. Get the money back. I would rather take the money than the bag. That's what I told him. He just smiled and then he just went back, and obviously he got the refund and everything. But I can't believe that I was so in love with that bag once, and now I just can't have a look at it. I just can't. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope that this video helps some of you. So if you want to see more videos from me, please do let me know what videos do you want to see from me. But at the same time, please don't forget to subscribe so that you always get notified whenever I upload my videos. So yeah, that is it. Until next time, stay beautiful and I love you all. Mwah.
You got to let it go.